Hi friends, welcome to Illinois. My name's Michelle from Michelle's Home and Garden. So a few weeks ago, we started our fall makeover inside, and I showed you new things that I purchased from Amazon, from Hobby Lobby, from Walmart, and from Ross to give you ideas on new things you could purchase. We also had thrifted some decor at the French market, so I showed you those items. And then I have some existing fall decor that I brought back out. So I'm going to show you how to implement all those different things, new, thrifted, and stuff that you already had on hand together to pull it together to be beautiful for fall. Now, I heard some of you say in the comments that you don't decorate for fall, but now you're thinking about it. Now, you don't have to go all out if that's normally not your style. You could bring in just a little bit of fall decor and really give it that fall feeling with a bouquet or some pumpkins. And if you don't want to go and buy new things, head out to the garden and pick a beautiful bouquet of flowers. This is the perfect time right now. Lots of zinnias, lots of hydrangeas and roses and all different things in blooms. And if you caught my post a couple months ago about planting your baby pumpkins for your fall decor, some of you said you were gonna go do that. Go out and get a pack of seeds and put those out in the garden. You probably, like me, have a ton of pumpkins now that are just about ready to be picked. So if you caught last video, you've seen that we did all the textiles last time to change it up. So we went from a summer blue living room to this warm autumn color. Now I'm still trying to decide about the curtains. I've had them up now for a couple weeks. I'm not sure I like the cinnamon orange. I'm back and forth. I've never had that type of color in my living room before, and I really tend to lean towards more whites and blacks and neutrals. So this is really out of my comfort zone. So I'm trying to decide if I'm going to keep them or not. So let me know what you think below. Do you like the orange curtains, or do you think I should lose the orange curtains and just go with the cream colored sheers on the windows? So like I said, I'm back and forth about that, trying to still decide. So let me know your thoughts below in the comments. We also added in some beautiful throws. We bought new throws. We had throws that we'd purchased previously in those oranges and browns, those fall colors that you think of. Last video in the fall style, we had purchased some pillow covers for the couch and chair from Amazon. And I wanted to let you know that I did end up returning those. They did get good reviews, but I personally did not like them. I noticed they collected a lot of lint, fuzz balls, that type of stuff. So I was constantly cleaning them off. So they just did not fit for my lifestyle. So just to be aware, if you were interested in those, that's what I did notice. Pillows, that's another quick, easy way to change up your look in your living room, as is a very no-cost way of changing up the feel of your living room for fall is move your furniture around. If you can move some of your furniture around or all of your furniture around to different areas, it does give you the feel that it's new because you've changed it up. Now, if you saw the last video, you know the couch was over here in the corner with the sofa table. Now, my couch is quite long, so there's only a couple places in my living room that I can move it, but I do like to change it up because it does give it a different feel. So we've moved it here to this angle. So this was our brand new rug we purchased at Ross. Real pretty colors. It's got some olives, some rust, some golds, some navies in it. So this will work not only for fall, it would work year round, but I think it really ties in with our color palette right now. The first thing you'll notice is we have no art on the walls. So what I want to do first is hang a picture. Now this picture I have had in my storage room, and I rotate it out, and it's got some beautiful fall poppy color in it. And I did look for a new picture or pictures to hang up and just didn't seem to find anything. I went to Ross, I went to Home Goods, I looked online. So I decided just to use what I have. So that is something for you. Do you have something already that really this wouldn't be a fall picture? I didn't even buy it at the store when I bought it years ago at Target in the fall time. but it ties in really well with our color palette. So maybe you have something already on hand that you can repurpose. Okay, so next we're going to talk about the fireplace mantle. Now, my focal point, of course, is my great big mirror. I love this great big mirror. I bought this thrifting several years ago at a cute little thrift store that at the French Market. That I always would go into, and she had this with the actual French provincial dresser table, I guess you would say, or maybe buffet that she used to put jewelry all over as part of her displays at the resale shop, and then different decor on depending on, you know, the season. But she always had the mirror hanging above it, and I loved it. Well, one time I was in there and the mirror was not there, and she had put it in the back room, and I asked her about it. I said, "Are you interested in selling that?" And she said, "Yes, actually I am. I'm not going to use it anymore." So that mirror was not even for sale. That's one thing when you're out thrifting and you go to a store that you go to all the time, and maybe you've seen something that you like that they have not for sale, a tag on it because it's part of their display or decor. And if you notice when you're in there that it's not there anymore, ask the salespeople, ask the store owner, because it could be that they've decided now they're done using that and they're willing to sell it. So that is how I purchased the mirror and got a really good deal on it. And like I said, I really like it as my focal point above my fireplace. Mirrors reflect a ton of light and also make your space feel bigger. So mirrors are a great thing to add into your space somewhere. So for the fireplace, I had showed you we got a lot of these little picks, or actually they were pretty big picks. So I want to show you what I did. We took these great big picks and we just folded them in half, and we're just laying them on the fireplace, on the mantle, and tucking them in. And then this piece here is a garland that I picked up at Hobby Lobby a few years ago, and it was really long, and I cut it down to the size that I wanted. So that's what all of this is here. And then I took some individual little pumpkins because this garland didn't have any white, and I did want to add some white in. So I just tucked in some little white pumpkins here. I tucked in an orange pumpkin back here just to continue it on. And then I had this thrifted vase in this pretty brown tone, and I think it may be one of those vintage Hager vases. I had the curly willow on hand. I had some branches of pussy willow on hand. So I just put them in the vase and then put it here on the edge. And I'm actually setting it on top of the faux leaf just to tuck it all in place and to hold it there. And then putting the pumpkin, you know, so you're just tucking things in and laying them there. So another thing we did is, of course, we added in our thrifted books. I love to thrift books. I take off the book cover when I'm thrifting and look for pretty books that we can use. So that we did that. We took our thrifted brass candlesticks, put 3 of those together, and some candles, beeswax candles. I did take another one of these. I had purchased 3 of these white ferns at Walmart. And so I put 2 on this end, 1 down here, and then just tucked in some more pumpkins. So very easy to do, pretty inexpensive. A lot, like I said, was thrifted. We've got some new stuff and some stuff we'd purchased before. So we're just going to add a little bit of decor on it. One of my things I thrifted last year was this really cool looking pear that's got the jute twine on it and gives us that natural fall feel and ties in with our colors. I've got a couple of thrifted books that I've taken the covers off, and they're in those pretty brown tones. We have our pretty transferware plate that we purchased when we went to the French Market. We're going to put that there. But we're going to tie in some of those leaves. So just take some of your, whatever you're going to use as your focal point, and I'm just putting them under the plate to tuck them in just to give me some color here on the glass. And of course, we're going to take our pumpkin spice candle that I showed you last time that I'd got at Ross and just tie that in. Okay, so the end table I kept super simple. We have a couple books. We have a little bird statue that I had on hand, another one of those little pumpkin stems. I picked those up, I think, at Walmart last year. And then below that on the shelf, I took a cloche and put a ceramic pumpkin in it. So just that nod to that orange, because I'm wanting to pull that throughout the room so that you see that. So I hope this inspires you to get out your fall decor. If you don't have the fall decor, head out to your garden or head to your local stores or shop online. Pick up a few fall things and bring them inside, incorporate them into your home to give it that cozy, warm autumn feel. And it doesn't take much. You're talking some faux flowers, a candle, some thrifted books that are in the color palette that you're using, and a little bit of decor. In my case, I really like pumpkins. I think that really adds to the garden feel and mixing that with the autumn feel. So I hope that gives you some inspiration on decorating and decorating inexpensively to make it still look beautiful in your home. And the top tip would be rearrange your furniture. If you do nothing else, rearrange your furniture and grab you a garden bouquet of fall color and bring that inside, and that's going to give you the fall feeling. And let us know in the comments, how are you decorating for fall? Do you go all out? Do you do lots of colors? Do you do traditional colors? Because I know that there's still a push. A lot of people are doing a lot of whites for fall, white pumpkins, white decor, very neutrals. Or do you lean more towards tradition and like more of those traditional fall colors? Let us know in the comments. And what's your favorite thing that you like to decorate for fall that reminds you of fall the most? Is it pumpkins? Is it flowers? Is it some kind of decor item? Let us know. Have a great week. And if you are looking for more inspiration, check out these videos next.